Kia ora. So the camera's shaking today because I'm panting. Yeah, it's been quite a trek, quite relentless really, but not difficult in terms of footwork. It's all boardwalks and stuff, which I find a bit harder going down because you know, they can be slippery. Or usually I think they're going to be slippery, and I kind of tread a bit more gingerly than I need to. So this is a viewpoint. Lots of people coming, or would be a viewpoint if it wasn't all misty.
You alright? Yeah, I'll just stop them.
Just let the people go past. It's been quite busy up here today. Lots of people, and every bloke that I've seen, there's more people coming. So every bloke that I've seen has looked the same. They've worn a blue anorak, and they've had a beard, and they've been quite thin and tall, or sort of thin anyway. Hiya. More people going by. Let's sit down again now. I don't know if you've heard that theory. Kind of goes along with kind of like the Matrix type theories, that life's a simulation, and that some people are kind of real people with you know, they got souls and consciousness, and some people are like non-player characters in games. They're just kind of filler people. They don't really exist sort of independently. They just kind of appear and disappear. I'm not saying I believe that, but I kind of think it's quite a groovy theory. So all the male walkers today that I've seen seem like non-player characters. They all look the same. Glitches in the Matrix. So a little bit more on nature. I'll give you a bit of a look around. So that's, I'm not going any further. That path just goes on and on. But it's changed. The character of where I am has changed. The trees are much shorter. Hasn't gone down to kind of like brush yet, which it does when you get higher in most of these places. I mean, I don't know here because I've not come this way, but not come this far before. But the trees are definitely much shorter, and it's colder. And I don't know if this comes across on the camera. It's a little bit misty now, and I don't know if you can hear the wind. It's more windy. All kind of what you would expect really for when you get a bit higher. Pretty high up. I don't know how high I am up. I'm not into numbers. I have dyscalculia, so I always say to people, don't ask me any question for which the answer is a number, because I won't know the answer. I don't remember prices. I don't remember anything numerical. I remember qualitative things, but not so much quantitative things. I don't even know how old I am half the time. So anyway, nature, I was going to say. Let's lower the camera a bit because it's hurting my arms. The snails, the giant snails. I said they weren't science fiction giant snails, but they're carnivorous, which sounds very science fiction, doesn't it? And they eat worms, and apparently they'll chew their way through. Oh, look at the blown mist now. That's pretty cool. I don't know how much the air that's coming across on the camera, isn't it? I think it's a good point to head back down. If I had more time before it got dark, I'd keep going, but I'm gonna head back. They will munch their way through a colossal amount of worms. Don't ask me how many, because that's a numerical question. And apparently possums, so they're very rare. I think they only live in New Zealand. I think there might be a couple of species of giant snail in New Zealand. I think maybe these might only live here where I am. I'm not sure about that. But possums are an interesting creature because they shouldn't be here. They're not native. There's no native land mammals apart from bats. I've never seen a bat here. The possums were introduced by some numpty for fur, and they're causing a real environmental problem. They're omnivores, I believe. They certainly eat meat, and they love these snails, and they will crunch their way through a colossal amount of them during a single night because they're nocturnal. They're kind of a nice crunchy snack for them. Crunchy on the outside, soft in the middle, and chewy in the middle, soft centres. So they'll crunch their way through a ridiculous amount of them just in a single evening, apparently. So they're very... I think New Zealand's got more endangered species than any other country or something like that. Or certainly it's up there among many countries. So yeah, the possums come out at night. So I've seen quite a few, and they have traps for them, and they put poison down for them as well. Something they call 1080 that they actually sometimes drop from planes, and they'll spread it around the whole area. I think they're like little pellets, so yeah, they're trying to wipe them out, or at least control them, which isn't easy really. I don't know if that's achievable or not. I suppose control is, isn't it? But wiping them out, I don't know. And funnily enough, just across the ditch, as we call it in Australia, they are what's the word, protected species. So I think these are they're red-tail possums, cute little things. See them from the side of the road at night sometimes, about the size of a cat, little furry things. And their fur was their downfall, but having said that, they're doing all right here. So we've got a few things like that. And what they call predators, they call them predators here, which sounds a bit dramatic, sounds like they're filmed, doesn't it? So things that have been introduced like rats, mice, stoats, hedgehogs. Never really think of a hedgehog as a predator, but all these things are they're trying to control them. In theory, they want to eliminate them, and you'll see traps everywhere. I must show you a picture of a film of a trap. We go past loads of them on the side of the path. So there's park rangers or Department of Conservation rangers that look after this place. They're the kind of people that put these paths down and maintain them and stuff, and they look after the traps. They put eggs in them, I think, usually as bait. There's different kinds of traps. I think the ones, most of them are like a kind of box, and I think they're mainly kind of aimed at rats. And then possum traps are slightly different because possums are obviously much bigger. It's starting to rain now, or I say it's starting to rain. Maybe it's just that it's here that I've reached this kind of altitude that it's raining. So I'm going to say farewell. I may stop and talk to you further down as I go. It's going to take me ages to go down because I'm so slow. I've got my 2 trekking poles that I made myself. They're a godsend. So if it's dry and not raining, and I pass something interesting, maybe I'll show you a trap if I find one in a good place and I'm dry. I'll show you a trap as we go down. But thank you for joining me on this walk. Remember, I really appreciate your support. It really helps if you watch these videos right to the very end, because that makes YouTube show my videos to more people. And it doesn't matter so much about these kind of videos, but the ones about things like retroactive jealousy and other aspects of mental health, they're videos that could literally save people's lives. So they're the ones we want YouTube to promote more widely and show to more people and help more people. So just by watching until the very end, even though you can tell that I'm winding up the video, well, I've told you I'm going, didn't I? So it's kind of, you didn't have to do much guesswork. Helps enormously, as does subscribing. Thank you if you've subscribed already. We love you, and we really love our patrons on Patreon. So I've got a Patreon channel, and that's for people that actually support financially, and that's a huge help. And you can do that for just a minimum of $1 a day. Sorry, not $1 a day, $1 a month. You can do $1 a day if you want to, and that is, that we're deeply grateful to people that do that, because that helps us financially, because I don't make a penny from YouTube. I'm not far off being monetized, but when you get monetized, people think you make money. You don't. YouTube are tight as anything. They only pay you for certain videos. Anything that's sort of unsales worthy, anything, if you swear or if your topic's about mental health or anything like that, they don't share them. They don't monetize them. You don't get paid, and then they don't even pay. What they do is they're like kind of parents. They put the money, if you are due money, they don't actually pay you until it accrues to a certain amount. So it's like they put it in a trust fund for you, and then they give you it when it reaches a certain amount, which is kind of very parental. So don't be thinking that I'm making lots of money from doing these videos, and I live I roll around in piles of diamonds. You know, your support is very much appreciated. Yeah, thank you. And I will yeah, I'm gonna get out of this rain, and I'll probably do a little video at least to wrap up the walk. So when I get to the bottom, or near the bottom wall, just to let you know I survived. Well, if you see the video, I've survived, because I won't be putting her out till I get back into the warm. So thank you, friends. Thank you for watching, and Rangimarie.